Yeah, I got a feeling this gonna be a night where I can touch your ceiling. I'm gonna feel alright, yeah. I'm just living out my best life, and I'm starting with the best night. I got nothing but the best vibes. Here I go, nah. It doesn't get any better, better than this, no, better than this. It doesn't get any better, better than this, no, better than this. I'm so on right now, wherever I go, I'm shutting it down. It doesn't get any better, better than this, no, better than this.
Hi, everybody. Brenda Scores here from B9 Models. So excited for you joining us in our first episode of our web series, Anything for You. This is to inspire, educate, and connect you to discover and explore your passions. Today is January 28th, and it so happens to be a full moon. So what better way to kick off this series? It's probably with one of the most amazing, inspiring people that I know. And he's also from Long Island. So shout out to Long Island, Strong Island, baby. Astrologer, horoscope writer for Cosmopolitan, and author. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Colin Bedell.
Wow, thank you so much, Brenda. Thank you for that introduction. I feel so at home immediately. Thank you so much for having me here.
Oh, honey, it is so good to see you. I'm so excited. I can't even believe it. It's been like forever. So tell me, how is 2021 going for you?
2021 so far has been actually off to a really grounding and peaceful start. I've been working really hard on my business and my work. And so what I'm trying to do in this first month is just give myself a lot of spaciousness, a lot of breathing room, a lot of peace and tranquility. And so far, so good. No complaints. How about you?
Same mom life.
That's right. And you're doing it glamorously and efficiently as well, I know.
So, Colin, tell me what led you to this career path of astrology?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. I kind of think it found me. I think that's usually where most people and their life purpose intersect, is it's like it sees me really ever since I can remember, because my mother, my Long Island mother, would talk about astrology in the house all the time. And I'm like, what is this language you're using, right? And I was 12 years old when I Googled Gemini for the very first time. And then this,
and that's your sign, correct?
That's my sun's sign,
okay.
Yeah. And then this rush of information just sort of found me. And I've been studying it really passionately ever since. And then in my early 20s, I started to understand just how it became a school of thought of clarity and help and ease and facilitation for others. And I really at the time had no intention of ever becoming a professional astrologer. I just surrounded myself with them. And then in my late 20s, I started to, publish some things on a website. I launched queercosmos.com, which is my astrology website, in June of 2017. Okay. And then 2 weeks after I did that, I was laid off. I sort of said to myself, okay, I think it's time. This is what I've wanted to do for quite a while, and let's see what happens. And then I've been doing it miraculously ever since. I still don't know how I got so lucky. I really don't.
Oh my God. And it's so amazing, right? Because when we met, when you started working our events, and I'll never forget it. And this is kind of like a good segue for us to kind of get into walking down memory lane. Yeah. But I'll never forget. We were right in front of the Met.
Yes.
Right? Do you remember this?
Yes.
We were right in front of the Met. And it was for our first agency. So we were all, in our black suits and everything. And at the time I was with my boyfriend, and it was, now husband. But at the time I was with him, and you and I started talking, and you said, okay, Brenda, what is his sign? Because sure enough, you knew my sign was Scorpio.
Duh.
And then I said, his birthday is April 3rd. And he's like, and then you went into this whole entire thing. And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, this guy, I love him, but it's a little strange because now I feel like I'm like getting a reading, but at the same time, I wanted more. Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable, but I like it. I don't know what's happening here.
And and we were like just about getting ready at work, but I remember that so vividly. I mean, this was, you're talking 10, 12 years ago. And I remember that, and we were just at the steps waiting to go in.
Yep.
And then you were just giving me all this stuff about Scorpio and Aquarius, and his sign is what, Aries?
Aries. I still remember. Your son is an Aquarius. I still remember that as well.
I know. And then it was Aries, and then you were like, okay, you're a fire sign, then it's water, and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, oh my God, this is truly, truly amazing. So we're gonna put up a photo of you.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Already embarrassed.
Gotta do it. I have to do it. Don't be embarrassed.
I love it. Okay.
This was for, I believe it was for Stoli.
Yes.
And
yes.
And you had some short shorts on with your wings.
Oh geez. Okay. I'm standing by.
Passing out cocktails.
Right. Hello.
And
Don't mind me.
And honestly, you looked fat, like you gave it all to everybody that night. And I don't even know, I think you might have been on roller skates. Were you on roller skates?
We had like 70s disco roller skates with angel wings, and I was holding like a drink tray for other people there. I was like, this is unreal. I can't believe I'm getting paid to do this. But
tell me, working with B9 during that time. Now, were you in school at Parsons when you were doing that?
I was, yeah. So I was still at school, which is why I loved the B9 schedule, right? Because we were able to pick and choose, and there was a lot of different time hours, right? There were Saturdays, Sundays, evening times, morning times. So yeah, I was still at school. Every event that I did, I was still in undergrad.
Is there anything that you can take away from the experience of working, with us?
So much. So I think that what I learned very early from B9 was that it really is in the quality of the way that we communicate and the way that we relate and our relationships that not only determine how we work, but the quality of the result while we're working. What I learned with B9 is that, look, your competence could be next level, but if you don't know how to relationally connect and communicate, you're dead on arrival.
And then what do you say about me and what?
And you, oh my God. Well, if anybody was asking, I'd say, well, she is a textbook Scorpio. Okay. Once you're in, loyal to the day is loyal as the day is long. And I think that you really also have made a successful business because you know that it's about service and you care deeply about the people that you're in business with. I have a lot of positive things to say about not only your leadership style, but your communication, your efficiency, your organization, and your compassion too.
Oh, I love you, Colin. I love you.
Likewise, baby.
I love you. Okay, so what would you tell your 20-year-old self?
Oh, geez, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What I would probably tell my 31-year-old self, that's how old I am right now, which is relax.
Yeah.
Relax. Take a deep breath. Remember to breathe. Things will work out, but just relax.
Relax. Like Frankie says, relax.
Yeah, right. If I had that t-shirt, I would say it. Because, in the culture that we live in, it's so anxious. It's exhausting. It's so efficient. It's like everyone's moving so fast. And we're all in hypervigilant, high cortisol, high stress experiences and physiology. And we don't even question and wonder, is this dangerous? So I would just tell myself, relax. Keep working hard, though. Okay.
Yes.
And really just take a deep breath, Gemini. Jesus. Yeah.
What advice can you give our viewers about following, their dreams, their passions?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think when it comes to, following your purpose and following your dream, I think that, yes, of course, we always want to hone our craft and master our technique and be really clear on the content and what it is that we're going to serve others. But I think that needs to exist side by side with an equally strong and passionate conversation in the why. Why are we doing this? And then also, who are you trying to serve? I think that when it comes to passion and longevity in career, if you do not have a service-oriented approach, if you don't care deeply about your audience, your viewers, your clients, your consumers, the consumer will know it and you will not do well. I think one of the reasons why I was able to become an astrologer quickly is because I never wanted to become an astrologer quickly. I was just doing it because I loved it. I was just talking to you at the Met because I was like, oh, let me just meet my new boss and just get to know her and like figure out who she's dating. You know, I should have honored boundaries a little bit, but leave it to a Gemini. I have all these nosy questions. But no, I was just doing it because I loved it. And I never really had a goal or intention in mind other than showing up and talking to people and getting to know them. And then that created a lot of open doors that I didn't even know were opening. And then when I finally realized, oh, I just backed into this, I guess I'll become an astrologer. Bam, it happened so fast.
Oh my God, the stars aligned.
Quite literally. I could exactly. Really did.
I love it.
Well, you know, I think what's beautiful about astrology and the transits, Brenda, is that it's a continued conversation, right? Okay. So if we're talking about 2021, we have to kind of look back on 2020 and say, what was that meant to teach us? And then how do we apply it in 2021, right? Okay. So 2020 had a primary theme around actually resilience, perseverance, and the ability to move through setback, disappointment, and failure with emotional impulse control, maturity, and innovation. And I mean, we
that's a lot.
And astrologers were talking about that in January, not even knowing that the world would be upside down 3 or 4 months later. Right. So then the primary learning outcome of 2020 would have been, okay, we're now real clear on the fact that this is who I am when I'm in stress. Life is not about what happens to me, but who I choose to be while I'm in the space of what's happening, and who I choose to be as a person who says, look, nobody gets to ride for free. So sure, I experienced setback, disappointment, failure, heartbreak, regret, marital failure, relational stuff, financial ruin. Sure. Okay, great. And now in 2020, I'm going to say, all right, I will choose to be a person who applies that learning and then connect more deeply with others, because again, the quality of my life is determined by the quality of my relationships. And if I am bringing my newly minted self from 2020 in deeper connection with other people, I have a really good feeling that 2021 will provide me with phenomenal results. And yeah, the vast majority of the year is textured with collaborative possibility. It's also inspiring people to improve the quality of their communication and active listening skills as well. Because I think a lot of us think that, you know, we're just born learning how to communicate. It's in the air. What do you mean? Right. And it's like, oh no, this is a skill that is teachable and educatable, right? So how can we learn the ways to communicate, the ways to listen? And when we're real clear around cognition, communication, and collaboration, I think that our relationships will work almost like a buffer between ourselves and activating events or stresses and triggers. And then when we're connected with others, we're going to say, you know what? Life is hard, but because I'm with others, I'm not alone. And that's all I want to know anyway.
Got it. Oh, I'm excited. I got little goosebumps on me.
You know what? Actually, a Scorpio told me that meant, Brenda, and like that's lived in my bones too. That when we get goosebumps, it's called truth bumps.
It's called who?
Truth bumps. Like
truth bumps?
Yeah, like someone just told the truth.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Not saying like, oh, I told the truth, but I just always think it's impressive when like, oh, when we get goosebumps, like it's the body telling you there's something there. That's truthful.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I always thought that was impactful.
We're going to have a little fun.
Yes. Ready?
Okay. This is my questions.
Okay. Ready for it?
Don't be scared.
Okay. I'm sitting here like, oh God, be alert. Okay.
Okay. Don't be scared. I trust me. It's all in good fun. Okay. Now, don't think. Just whatever
comes to mind.
Comes out. Okay. All right. Texting or talking?
Talking.
First celebrity crush?
Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews?
I love her. You couldn't tell me nothing.
Is that Julie Andrews?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Milk and Cookies by Ben & Jerry's.
Milk and cookies? Does that taste like Oreos?
It's got an Oreo, peanut butter, vanilla flavor. I can move into this pint of ice cream. You know.
Really?
Yeah, even though I'm trying not to like be so sugar dominated, but it is absolutely outstanding. And Ben & Jerry's, if you're listening, like please give me a sponsorship or a promotion.
Me too. I like chocolate fudge brownie.
And Brenda. Okay, and our next conversation is going to be sponsored by Ben & Jerry's, right? And then it's me and Brenda just eat ice cream. I love it. Yep.
We'll do this every day, Colin.
Yeah, right.
Just me and you.
How are you, honey? You doing all right? How's the kids? Good? Okay.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm dying. Okay, have you ever worn socks with sandals?
Yes.
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 Like all the time?
Not all the time. It's I was breaking in the new pair of Birkenstocks, and they hurt when they're it has to break in. I was like, this is painful. So I wore socks. Yeah. Oof,
Oh my God. Okay, so that's the trick to
Yeah,
break
right.
in new Birkenstocks.
100%. Yeah, put my
Socks.
money on it. And if Birkenstocks, if you're listening, also sponsor Brenda and I. Okay. We want free product. Okay.
Okay, name one of the 7 dwarfs.
Sleepy.
Oh, you knew that quick.
Yep.
Cake or pie?
Cake.
What kind of cake?
Chocolate layered. All the chocolate.
What is your favorite carb? Bread, pasta, rice, or potatoes?
Does pizza count?
Well, that's bread, isn't
That's
it?
bread. Yeah, so I would say bread for pizza because Brenda, oh my God, where you
I
know
know.
where I am. Come on.
Are tomatoes a fruit or vegetable?
Vegetable.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I'm gonna Google that, like, because I put it in a salad. So I just went to vegetable right away. I don't even know.
No, it's actually a fruit.
Oh, damn. Okay, noted. All right.
Sorry, babe. Last question. Would you rather be besties with Britney Spears or Beyonce?
Oh, Britney, are you kidding? Oh my God. I am obsessed with Britney Spears. I love Beyonce too. She is a genius, an icon in every sense. But Britney is a Sagittarius, my polar opposite sign. Like, I just think we would get along like a house on fire. And I know every move to Baby One More Time, Oops, I Did It Again, Slave for You. Like, oh my God. Britney all day.
Well, honey, thank you so much. This has been so much fun. I love you and I miss you. And when I'm back in New York,
We'll go to
I will
H&M.
make sure that you're right there by my parents' house. So
Right. So we'll
there's
go
no
get,
excuse.
yeah, no, we'll go get pizza, we'll connect, and we'll catch up. And it's just been really good to digitally connect with you and hopefully provide something meaningful for your viewers and listeners. And just thank you again for being such a place of support and empowerment and adaptability and education. The experiences that I had with B9 and with you really have stayed with me since they started and have shaped so much of who I am in my career. So thank you for that.
It's gonna make me cry.
But you're like, this isn't waterproof, honey. Don't you do it.
I know. I love you. All right, Colin, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. I hope you guys got something out of this. I know it was probably a lot to take in, but I hope you had fun. I hope we inspired you. I hope we educated and you feel connected. Make sure that you check out Colin at Queer Cosmos. That's his Insta handle, and we'll probably put it somewhere. But thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful, beautiful day, and we will see you at our next segment, episode 2, in February. Thank you so much.